We're back, and we're in Warp Room 4. We're going to hanging out.
Yay! This warp, I had such a trouble. I think as a kid when I played this game, this was the warp room when I said to myself, "Okay, yes, this game's starting to get a lot harder."
Yeah, it is. This is the only one level that I had trouble with, and I would rage as a kid, and I still do now. Is the one? It's the one with the bees.
Oh, the second one.
Yeah, that's the
Guys,
one. I hate.
we're not allowed to talk about bees on the internet.
Why not?
God.
No.
My God, bees.
No.
Exactly. We can blame Linkar for that one.
No, we can also blame Nicolas Cage.
Why are we blaming Nicolas Cage on bees?
Trisha doesn't know the meme.
Oh God, you had to bring up fucking Wicker Man, didn't you?
Yeah, that. Oh yeah, now I remember. We're still doing that? That review with the Nostalgia Critic was months ago. We can let that go.
But it was a thing on the internet before we reviewed it.
Oh, you've never gone on the subreddit, have you?
Not really.
You lucky soul.
Yeah.
But I do like the theme of the sewer levels.
Tristan, you body slammed missed those boxes. What's up with that?
The body slam is inconsistent, and you through boxes. Don't blame me.
Well, Brad.
This is the reason why Crash Bandicoot 3 it's a lot better when they gave you the super body slam.
Because it basically has just an impact that goes in a full circle that gets anything in its vicinity, which I rarely use, but I like to have the fact that it's there.
I know this is going to be completely off topic. Are we going to do a recording of the Crash Bandicoot game where not Crunch, wasn't it?
Tiny?
You mean was the Wrath of Cortex?
Bandicoot. Yeah, the third Bandicoot. Yeah, the first PlayStation 2 game.
Maybe.
Because that wasn't too bad.
It's okay. I remember, but it has long loading times.
Yeah, I know, but it'd be good to do.
Just like Chrono Trigger on PS1.
Exactly. Oh my God, you got burnt. Burn.
Yeah, I know. But even still, the death animations are pretty good, so you don't mind dying. It's because sometimes you even get a laugh out of it.
Oh, you
and it's kind of like similar to in Jack and Daxter, in which even though you die, it's always kind of like humorous. It's just too bad that they took it away in Uncharted and The Last of Us.
Yeah, I mean, what are those serious games? What are they? I want to play a game where I'm a Bandicoot that dies in hilarious ways.
Well, you might, but I wouldn't keep your hopes up, because even though Activision only has till, I think, the 2021 to make a Crash game, probably won't see another Crash game.
No.
Well, you never say never, man. I mean, we didn't think we were ever going to see a Spyro game again, and we have Skylanders.
Yeah, they did Spyro.
I know they did Spyro, but at least we had something.
Spyro was in the first starter pack, and then once the Skylanders could hold their own, they threw them in back to the box with Crash.
Yeah. Oh my God, you're not kidding about the clipping.
See, that's why people say like the body slam, unless it's on an enemy, using it on boxes is kind of pointless because you keep missing it.
Okay, so what's this about that hole? If you go down there, to get the secret.
Yeah, it's a secret gem, but I said forget it.
Of course. Hey, hidden bonus range.
Yeah, and I did pre-order the Naughty Dog art, where it has all the artwork from all of their games except for Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, because nobody cares about Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, because they couldn't get the rights to use fan art. Yeah,
or use the art that they have from all the Crash games they did, because Activision said, no, it's our IP now.
Activision are a bunch of bitches. Bunch of greedy bitches. Fun times. I think the other thing, which, God damn it, Tristan.
It's not my fault.
It's never your fault.
No, you suck worse than me.
I wouldn't go that far.
I wouldn't go that far either, Nick. I mean, where's DMC?
No, I would also, because have you even played the Crash game? You think I'm dying and this looks easy? It's actually not.
Yeah, that's like when you guys complained about me playing Mega Man and I missed the E-Tank when I didn't have the right weapons or the right gadgets. I like to see you.
Yeah, but Patricia, you missed an E-Tank.
Oh, trust me, when we get to Mega Man 5, you will shut up.
No, I won't.
I know you won't.
Oh, God, Crash Bandicoot. Such a fun thing. But yeah, I think one of the franchises they did bring back and they haven't put back in the box is Rayman. Rayman had a good revival.
Yeah, he did, and I love the Ubi art.
And here's the first level with the bees.
Yeah, this one's not so much. It's the second one that I hate so much.
Oh yeah, these.
Yeah, the Venus flytraps.
I hate the Venus flytraps, and you got killed by
it.
Yeah,
because you have to. You can bounce on them, but to actually kill them, you have to use the body slam.
Yeah.
Like when you see me dying, is that the body slam does not always work.
I've got to admit, this level, I don't know if this level, the follow-up level for this, has one of the best death animations in the game. I don't know if you show it off or not.
I think I do. It's. I know what you're talking about. It's the one where Crash gets to dig underground if he gets hit.
Yes.
There's a RIP. It's the tombstone on the ground.
Yes, best death in the game, I would say.
There is also another secret warp room in one of these levels. I don't know if it's this one or the next one.
I noticed one thing with this game. This game, you like using the theme of snow a lot.
Yeah, it's from what I remember and what I've seen is that they're trying to for the design and art, they were trying to go with a different theme because the first one was about tropical jungle. And Naughty Dog wanted to try something different, so they used snow of all things. Because you can see this even in the future game that they used for Uncharted. Uncharted 2 they're putting a lot of emphasis on the snow, and then in 3 they put emphasis on the sand.
Yeah, similar to in Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy, it was all about jungle. But Jak 2 was mostly about city because it was trying to be like Grand Theft Auto 3. And then Jak 3 was all about the desert.
Grand Theft Auto 3 was amazing.
Yeah, it was.
I didn't really like the 3 so much because of the parts we had to go in the desert.
I didn't mind that.
I felt it was like padding to me.
I didn't mind the desert so much. It's explored the world a bit more, but it still makes me laugh. The story about was it the half monkey, half parrot creature? Apparently, when he's on screen, when they got his model on screen, when he's on the perch during the tournament. Apparently only half the model's there because they couldn't render over it. And they found shortcuts all around through that game just to try to cover up bits. Quite amazing little story. Oh, hello, Beehive.
The funny thing about this is with these kinds of beehives that only have one bee, you can actually kill them.
Yeah.
But the ones that have multiple bees out there, you can't kill them all. I mean, you can kill them, but it's really, really hard because you have to time it correctly to kill I think all 4 or 5 of the bees.
Yeah, I've been told that it's doable. I never heard that until recently now. Cool.
So you have to be super mega MLG.
Yes.
Yeah, for the bigger swarm bees, yes, you do.
Yeah. I also another game that had a good revival recently was Oddworld.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I saw the trailer for New and Tasty, and it looks really, really awesome.
I played the demo of it on the PlayStation. My brother got the PlayStation 4, and I played the demo. My God, that game is immense. It's probably one of the best remakes I've seen.
But Mortal Kombat 9.
Well, Mortal Kombat 9. It's more like
it's a sequel. It's a sequel. Shut the fuck up.
No, it's kind of like.
Yes,
it is.
It's a sequel.
Yeah, it's kind of like J.J. Abrams' Star Trek. It's a sequel / reboot.
Nick's butthurt about it because there was no redneck characters in the game.
And this part right here, I don't know if I showed it because it's been a while, but back there is, I think I do. But back there is another secret entrance to another secret warp room.
Oh, okay. Well, you kill the Venus flytrap.
Yep, there you go.
I didn't get the apples, though.
You can't. As soon as you hit the ground, you get transported. And with you, you go to Road to Ruin.
But yeah, does this look? Is it just me, or does the house? I know I said this brief, but look like the layout for the warp room for Crash Bandicoot 3?
It's kind of like the layout for 3, but it's actually the Cortex is when I die.
Old tower.
Yeah.
Oh my
This
god.
is the reason why I hate Road to Ruin, because of the depth perception, because you can only know you're going to hit the ground from a shadow, and this is why I hated Road to Ruin as a kid, and I still hate it now.
Yeah. This I think this is the only game I would say that has the very tropical jungle look. Road to Ruin.
Yeah, it's like a flashback to the first one.
Yeah. Oh, that's evil. The nitrous boxes. But
yeah,
they've
love
done
that. I
hate
hate it.
I like the slide train.
Yeah, it's really good and useful.
Yeah, fun times. And do you need a backtrack to get the rest of the boxes there?
No, that's what I was trying to figure out, if I needed to backtrack, because those are the boxes that were missing from the first time. Some of the secret warp room is that it doesn't have a lot of secret levels like Crash 3 does, but it has a couple, and other warp rooms are to other hidden areas of the game that you can't get to first.
Oh, okay, fair enough. But yeah, Road to Ruin had some very interesting concept, but it's one of the harder levels in the game.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go as far as saying it's the hardest level. I would say to give that credit to one of the space station levels.
Yeah, but it was just, this one's the most annoying one. I was just wondering, I was just going to the death routes to make sure there's no boxes.
But pretty soon I'll be able to play all of these.
Yeah, but if you heard, they released no statement about why the PlayStation 2 or 1 games have not been added yet. Because everyone's been asking about it, and Sony have said nothing about it yet.
Yeah, it's just basically about them making emulators. What they're talking about now is seeing if they can stream them. I mean, you can if you want to, but if you still have PlayStation 3...
Why can't they just allow the original disc content to be read on the consoles?
That's what the emulation's for.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't mind that so much.
It's for backwards compatibility, but everyone says backwards compatibility is...
No, it's just basically about emulation, because the PlayStation 3, you can put in PlayStation games in it and it will run it because it has the emulator.
Yeah. And also the original PlayStation 3 used to do PlayStation 2 games as well, but they took the chip out for that.
Yeah, but the reason I'm saying that is because I'm getting a PS Vita, and it has all the Crash Bandicoot games on it with the PS1 classics.
Yeah, because they have cross-string play, that's the thing. The Vista had cross-string with the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 3.
And the PlayStation 3. But you're not missing anything. But if you really want to challenge yourself, play one, I guess, because it's one of the. I was about to give up at that point. But at that one point, yeah, I think I gave up because I was getting really pissed at that.
Because you suck.
No, I hate Road to Ruin.
I think Crash's expression on his face probably summed up your expression at that time.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the first. What's this gonna be?
No, that's because I got most of the crystals, or half the crystals already, but I went back to the third one, so this is the cutscene.
Okay. I love the fact if you go into the first warp room, you fail to get crystal like about 5 times. Cortex tells you like 5 times, stop being an idiot.
Yeah, he just keeps doing it, and he's just he'll be complaining and then berating Crash, and then I think one of the last times he starts like pleading to Crash, saying, "This is what it looks like. Now stop it and go get it."
Yeah, it's brilliant. And you decided which level to get.
Yeah, I'm pretty unoriginal from going to place. I just go in order.
Fair enough.
Also, I find it interesting, pretty much, iOS with like iPads and iPhones. They have more games on them than Steam Mac OS X. I find that hilarious.
Yeah, because iPhone games and Android games are really cheap to made, and they bottom out their assholes like taking the shit.
No, they're porting DS games.
Well,
they got Final
actually,
Fantasy 3 and 4, which I can also get on my Nokia.
Well, Nick, actually, you can. I'm not saying go do this, but you can actually play ROM games on like an Android because they made an emulator for the Android. So basically, you can play any game, Genesis, Super Nintendo, and all that on your.
On my old Android phone, I used to have Duck Hunt.
With that dog that laughed at you when you missed the duck.
Yeah, I fucking had that dog.
But yeah, I really, it's only like 20, I think like $28 for the Naughty Dog art book.
Yeah, fair enough. Not bad. Not bad.
So pretty much anyone like Tristan who loves that collecting stuff.
Yes.
Go get it.
Care.
Also, hey Tristan.
What?
Japan doesn't love you.
I know it doesn't. It asked us about surveys and they don't care.
No.
They assume that their people are only good only like collecting limited edition stuff.
Yeah. Well, again, they sell more limited edition stuff sells out there than it does on the Western side. To be honest.
Well, the reason why is because sometimes that's the only way that you can buy the item.
Yeah, because it's actually cheaper to buy them in the collection thing than it is, Ooh, you lucky bastard. That was close. How many? Damn, you got a lot of lives.
Yeah, it's not, the Crash 2 is not stingy with the lives. Like, if you don't mess up as much as I do, you can easily max out your live count by the time you hit the Warp Room 4 or 5.
Yeah, because the max live count is 99 lives, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a classic arcade platformer where, you want to max out the live, it's usually 99 lives. Because the counter goes down to 0.
Well, so basically you got 99 problems and a bitch ain't one.
Yeah.
Fun times. Death route.
Yeah. I try and go to as many death routes as I can if I don't die. Because sometimes, this is a bitch to do.
Yeah, this is a bitch death route.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's the worst one, but it's up there.
Yeah, it's because of the ice physics.
Yeah. Also, there's one bit with a bunch of nitro boxes, some crushers, and some penguins.
Oh, yeah, you'll see it.
Yeah.
Because basically, if you're not going slow, which I thought I could breeze through it because I remember how to do it.
No, you need to be. Oh.
That's when I was like, oh crap, I'm not gonna get through this.
Yeah. Oh, hidden mask.
Yeah, they did how they used to do in the one where the Aku mask usually was not in a box; it was outside of a box, just floating there.
Yeah, I thought that was quite weird. What the hell happened there?
Apparently, Crash jumped out of the background into the foreground for some apparent reason.
You jumped out of the foreground.
No, I mean that's what happened. I wanted to go sideways, but apparently me using the analog stick in a different direction makes Crash jump to the foreground.
Well, at least there's not an invisible wall there. I give Naughty Dog credit there.
Yeah.
And you're killing Sonic the Hedgehog, goddammit.
But yeah, this is what it is, and I know Naughty Dog said that they wouldn't rule out a possibility of revisiting Crash, but it just says that what they want to do is make sure it feels right. They don't want to just make a game to make a game.
No, instead they make a Last of Us movie and a Uncharted movie.
That's more Sony still.
That's more Sony because they actually came to Naughty Dog. And there's the part.
That's the part I hate.
Yeah. But yeah, Sony came to Naughty Dog and asked them could they do it. But then Naughty Dog said if they really do, Neil, who is the writer for Last of Us, said he actually gave them some stipulations. He asked, can he write it? They said yes. Can he have some hearsay on the actors? They said yeah. Can they give it input on the director's front? They said yeah. They went okay.
I want Michael Bay to direct the Last of Us movie.
No, he's not. They announced the whole entire crew, the team, the writers, and the actors at San Diego Comic-Con.
Well, they announced the producer, the actors. They're talking with some actors, but nothing's set in stone yet.
Yo, for the Uncharted movie, I want Nathan Fillion.
That they don't know except for Neil, but even Neil said that he's not allowed to say anything about the movie yet, or the game for that matter.
I can't wait for the new Uncharted game. That looked amazing when they showed off that E3.
Yeah, the only thing he said is that a new trailer is supposed to come out soon. That's the only thing he said during the Last of Us movie reveal panel.
Yeah.
But
I've got to admit, some of the textures for this were pretty good for PlayStation 1 time.
Yeah, that's what most people are saying, is that for a PlayStation 1 game, Crash really shine. All the Crash games really shine because even though you could fit more game into a CD, it doesn't have enough pixels as say like an N64 cart can hold.
Yeah, but again, it's textures and stuff like that, and its models is really good for this game, and. Again, this is why I think why Naughty Dog got such a good relationship with Sony, because they share so much information on the hardware and the capabilities of the discs and the hardware and the software.
Yeah, and then that's I think it was with the with when they were doing the Jack series is when Sony actually bought Naughty Dog and they became a first party developer, and basically Sony lets Naughty Dog do whatever they want.
I'm happy with that.
Yo, speaking of Sony,
some corporations, when they have a party or studio that they usually do, when they have a project, they usually show it to them, and then they usually ask them, "Can you train this to do this? Can you fit this game into this age group or whatnot?" Yeah. But with Naughty Dog and Sony, they just let them do what they want to do.
So, Tristan, you missed a box.
I gave up at that point because
you missed two.
I hated that. You know how hard that stupid death route was. I gave up that thing a while ago.
Yeah, but speaking of Sony, you know what I'm excited for?
What?
Infamous First Light.
Oh, I don't know why I heard this, that actually First Light gets a disc release in the UK.
They do that. They do that a lot. They've done that with all the short games of the Ratchet & Clank games.
Yeah, it's they said that it's gonna come out on PSN when it's supposed to, but in the UK it's gonna come out in September on disc.
I know, it's mad. It's mad what we get on disc here in the UK.
Yo, it's a PAL. Yo, UK is a PAL or NTSC?
It doesn't matter as long as it's PlayStation 4 is not region locked. As long as you have a corresponding account, you can play it.
Yeah, well, no, it's region locked. No, I'm not sending you a copy.
I will pay for it.
No, you're not.
Yes, I will. Come on. It can be my Christmas present.
You'll see a possum on a stick as payment in the mail.
I hate you. I really do.
I will send you the box, but I will just basically draw a picture of a shotgun, a possum on a stick, and your face Photoshop of someone driving a monster truck, drinking beer and blowing stuff up, and shooting people with your shotgun.
I really do hate you.
I know you do. We're such good buddies.
Yeah.
Oh God. The second temple level.
Yep. And here's the harder version, which still
Man,
I hate.
That's a cheap death there. When they put that nitro box right.
Yeah. One of the things is with that is that if you accidentally hit the enemy in the wrong direction, you can blow up with the nitro box.
Of course.
You know, I wish I still had my copy of Crash Bandicoot, but when I was a kid, I was hard on games.
Yeah,
no, I rebought my stuff, so I have Crash 1, 2, and 3.
I know, it wasn't until I was like 14 that I started putting away my games. Before that, they don't work.
I only got the digital copies of Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, I got the digital copies too, but then I started saying, I want to collect the games I wanted to play. I played as one of the kids, so I went out of my way to find them, and I got them complete in jewel case. So I got the game, which apparently when they're used, I guess they were made by collectors, because I look at the discs and there's no scratches or anything to them.
Yeah, I still want to get a copy of the third Gex game.
Hey Tom, let's make a trade.
No, you can, but the one game people want to get is I think is either Gex 2 or Gex 1 is the hard one to get.
Gex 1 is I think it's the second one which people really want to get.
Yeah, 'cause I've seen it, and it's like $20-something, but that's for like a really used copy that's not complete. Because I've seen some of them that go for like upwards between $30 to $50.
Hey,
because I think it's in original.
Let's work something out here. Get 3 for Infamous First Light.
No, I'm pretty good with that because I know the NTS versions will not work here in the UK. So sorry.
Freaking hate. I hate region locking.
Well, it's region locking on disc, but not the actual system for.
I test. If it's a PlayStation 1 game for a PlayStation 3 system, it will not work.
What?
Yeah, it won't. It's funny like that.
So it's only for PlayStation 3 games where you can basically play it on anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. Or Blu-ray discs. Because for some weird reason in Blu-ray discs you are not region locked. You can play them almost on any player, even though they say on them, "Oh no, it's region locked." That's a load of bullshit.
I've seen some people play some. If the game comes out in Japan first, they'll play the Japanese version. They can't read it, but they'll be able to play it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, I'm gonna do that with Kingdom Hearts 3. If the freaking time delay is that bad.
It's usually a couple months, but I think with 3 they're gonna do a more worldwide release because that's what they've been doing recently. It's easier than usually than what they used to do was like 6 months. Now it's either worldwide release or it's like a couple days or a couple weeks ahead if it's a really AAA title.
The UK got screwed over when it came to Kingdom Hearts 2. We waited so long for that game.
How long did you wait? Because we had to wait. I think it was 3 months because it came out in March.
I think we had to wait for about 6 months. We had to wait an extra 3 months on top of you guys.
Yeah, because it came out in December, and then once the release date for the US got out, it said it came out last week. I think March 28th is when the second one came out.
Yeah, we got it the most latest out of you guys, and then again
this is the part that I hated the most. Yeah, it's the part I hated the most. Death Reception on this because his shadow does not register on those moving platforms very good, so Death Reception at its best. You're gonna see me dying there quite a lot.
You know what would be amazing if Naughty Dog do get the rights back to Crash? They can remake their first 3 games like they did with Oddworld.
They probably would. That's what they're saying. If they could get it back, it wouldn't be a continuation. It'd probably be a reboot.
I wouldn't mind that.
Oh, you mean like the Ratchet and Clank game? Movie?
Yeah, it's because of the movie. That I just fell off for some weird reason. I thought I was on there actually. I started raging at that point.
Okay, for anyone wondering why this part's so long, it's because Tristan keeps dying.
Yes. How did you die that time?
The funny thing is that for Crash 2, the hitboxes on Crash are a little bit wonky and bigger. So even if the box blows up, when you see the explosion, if the explosion is still on screen and you go close to it, it will register as Crash got exploded by that TNT.
Yeah.
Because cool
the hitbox of Crash
explosions?
Yeah. Like, if the explosion is still on screen and you go near it, it'll register as Crash got exploded by a TNT.
Bit of a dick.
Yeah.
Hooray! Yes, Mario.
Yeah.
Yo, if you died right here, you'd probably end up throwing the remote.
Well, what time in the morning were you playing this? Because
I think it was, I couldn't sleep, so I think it was like 2 or 3 in the morning.
Damn, son.
Yeah. So you should have been happy that I was dying on the bullshit parts, not dying from like falling into the pit the whole time.
Yeah. I've been told you can spin those logs if you time it just right. Yeah, I've been told that recently.
So I didn't know that. I just jump over them.
Yeah. I've been told you can spin the logs, but you have to time it dead on.
Yeah, and this is the end of this bullshit.
Thank God. And that's the last temple level.
Yeah, they said they were going to reboot it, which would be really, really cool, because some people were doing like CG renders of what it could look like if Naughty Dog actually did reboot the franchise.
Yeah. Again, I already said Oddworld. That did fantastic well, and that was a reboot.
Yeah. Because if they did that, you'd see a bunch of people going out there and pre-ordering Crash, because that's what most people thought before they announced Uncharted 4. They thought they got, because with with one of the commercials, you see a Crash icon in one of the crossing signals. People were wondering if they got the rights to Crash back, and if when Naughty Dog said they were going to be at the release party and they were going to show a teaser trailer, they thought it was for Crash.
The really mad beehives.
Yeah, the beehives. It isn't this part. It's towards the end that gets me messed up.
Yeah. And
you can die with the TNT. I tried it before. I was like, I can go under all these things, but the TNT box. If I touch the TNT box, I'm gonna die.
Yeah. Bit of a dick move.
Yeah.
And also, is this the level that has the secret warp room as well?
Yes, it also has one, but I don't go into it. I'll point it out when we get to that part.
Okay.
Because this is really weird, because the Naughty Dog wasn't that known for having secrets in the games. Started with Crash 2 when they just started putting a whole bunch of secrets in the games.
Oh yeah, in every single one of their games. They always have Easter eggs and references or secret levels in all their games.
Yeah. And I think it was for Uncharted 2 and I think it was Uncharted 2 and 3. They started putting in a precursor orb into the game.
Yes, that made me laugh when I found that.
Yeah. And like I know the other Sony studios will help each other out and like to poke fun at each other. Sony Santa Monica does the God of War series. They actually for God of War Ascension they actually have a trophy that says, "No, Drake, these are not yours."
Yeah. It's like, what game was it? In Spyro the Dragon, when you free a dragon, there's a reference to Papa the Rapper, because the guy who voices Spyro, I think it's the guy who voices Papa.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure on that, so don't quote me on that. But
because I know on PlayStation All Stars they got him back, and even though he's a little bit older than when he started doing it, he still sounds the same. And there you go.
Yeah. Hooray! Best animation in the game.
because it was either get stomped or get stung to death.
So you chose to get stomped.
Yeah.
Right move.
I do get stung, but I will show it. It's pretty funny when he does, because I guess Crash is allergic to bees.
Oh yeah, when he gets those boxes on the nitro ones.
Yeah, they're not real. They're not real.
No, the way you can tell, because one, they don't make any noise and they don't move at all. That's the hint.
Yeah, they don't move, and then there's fruit on top of them too. Yeah.
That's amusing.
Yeah, this is why people like the Crash death animations. 3 had a lot more, but this is when it started, when Crash started to have those funny death animations.
Yeah, because in Crash 1 it was just went to a black screen, him spinning around and then falling around.
Yeah, and then once 2 got in, that's when they started to have some fun with the death animations.
Yeah, I gotta say, 3 probably had some of the best death animations.
Yeah. Because I think they brought it back with 3, where instead of it was bees, it was a puffer fish. If you touched the puffer fish in 3, he blew up like a balloon.
Yeah, I got to say the Crash game for the PlayStation 2 did had some funny animations, but it's nowhere near as good as the first and second one.
Yeah, it's like, to me, it's just after Wrath of Cortex, I stopped playing because the games were just bad. And I know, Mind Over Mutant in them? They were mediocre at best, but most of them were the character designs and the gimmicks. They didn't really do it because Crash didn't really have any gimmicks.
What do you mean, like saying pancakes?
Well, that's them trying to evolve Crash from, because he doesn't really say anything besides "whoa."
I think
he's new.
Huh? Yeah, he's better as a mute. But one of the games I noticed which he had a very interesting thing that you can collect the deaths was the last Crash racing game, not the last console one.
You mean the Nitro Kart?
No, not Nitro Kart. It was the one after it, Crash Team.
Tag Team Racing or something.
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah, their tag team racing game, and that had some really funky deaths. Actually, you can go around when you walk around the warp worlds, and you can grab all the deaths and stuff there.
Yeah, there's death. They I guess tried to do what Night Dog did. Instead of you dying, there were death animations you could collect.
Yeah.
Like Pokemon?
Yeah, basically there's like death animations you can just go around.
There was a lot.
Yeah, you can see how many times he dies or how many ways he dies, and I'm like, what's the point of this? The Night Dog only did that for when you fucked up, and it was actually pretty funny. Even though you're getting mad, it was pretty funny.
Yeah, I mean, it was really funny in that game. But you're getting on. Yeah.
And we're going to a boss battle finally.
Yeah, because the last
Yep, and Crash is stupid enough to go back to the third warp room.
Oh, it's nothing to do with you, Tristan, nothing at all. But yeah, the last Crash racing game was Nitro Kart 2 for the Android and iPad.
Yeah, well, they were gonna make CTR all over again, but Activision canned it.
Oh, that video they showed off of the CTR was amazing.
Yeah, they were gonna redo CTR, but they canned it.
And also, if they never got that out, they would have beat Nintendo at their gimmick.
Oh, speaking of CTR, where's that other British guy we did stuff with?
He's doing art for me. That's what he's doing.
Oh,
damn it! Mitch all up in here.
Yeah, I got to say one thing. This boss, I found this boss difficult when I was a kid for some odd reason.
It's only difficult if you have to use the D-pad.
Yes, exactly. But again, this is a good boss fight. Getting engine.
Yeah, he's Bruno's replacement.
Yeah, I got to say one thing. His second boss fight is a lot harder.
Yeah, but once you figure out the pattern, it's piss easy.
Yeah.
Because he just like with the last one, the missiles go left. Depends on where you're at first, but it'll go left to right or right to left. So as soon as he does that, just look at where the missiles fly, and you can guess where the missiles are coming from.
Well, I will say one thing. This does explain what Crash does with his Wumpa fruit in this game.
Well, they were wondering, or people were wondering about that. It wasn't until Crash 3 where you get a Wumpa fruit bazooka, but it doesn't use any of the Wumpa fruit to collect. It's infinite.
Yeah, and that would have been clever. They did do that.
Yeah. And for Activision, they were going to do a reboot of the first game, and he was going to have a bazooka. But
it was going to be dark and gritty.
No, it was basically they were trying to capture the first game, and but the bazooka was a frog bazooka, and instead it was the same premise as the first game, but Cortex's I think was it his helper was Dingo Dial. And the whole thing was about Crash was basically the same as the first one. Crash was supposed to be a general in his animal army, but instead of regular animals, he was gonna capture a whole bunch of bandicoots. And Crash was the reject, but he had to go around saving all the other bandicoots.
Yeah, I saw that as well. And Dingo Dial was like they're hunting him down.
Yeah. And you can thank me because the last part to this is half as long as this because there's the fifth warp room is like no brainer for me, so it's not even going to be that long.
Yeah, and the fifth warp room got some easier levels, but it does have one really extreme hard one.
Yep, we'll see that in the next part though.